Acolyte episode 4 is here. You and I have saw it, a few weeks ago.
Again. Yeah, I saw it again this morning.
Let's discuss it because several things. I've heard a new theory about it that I think is wrong. It's Drunk 3PO has a theory, but give us a summary of this episode. I did not watch it recently, but give us a summary to bring us.
So in episode 3, we are brought to the planet of Kofar, where May is going to assassinate the third Jedi who visited her home planet, Jedi Kalnaka, the Wookiee. And it is a treacherous journey to find Kalnaka. There is a forest impeding both May and Osha's way. At the beginning of the episode, Osha says, I'm glad you helped me find May, but she's the Jedi's problem. I'm done. And on 3 occasions said, I'm leaving. It's the Jedi's problem. She says that 3 times. But no, Saul says, no, we need you as bait. Literally, they set it that way. They need her as bait to get to May. And so she goes to Kulfar with them. To take along with them a tracker creature known as the Tracker. I forget the name of it. Name of them.
It's a he, them. The Tracker is a he, them. And it's weird because, I will defend this for a second. Every Star Wars from the first movie has something cute. There's Ugnaughts, there's Ewoks and baby Ewoks, there's Porgs. It's
Salacious Crumb, yes.
It's jangling keys to kids and, for the most part, women who like cute things. That's what I've found. I know women.
Yeah.
They like things that are cute.
Well, let's be real. Grogu was for the ladies.
Grogu also. So this creature was an attempt to do something cute. I think it failed miserably.
Yeah.
And it's referred to by Osha as a he, they.
Yeah, here I think I have the exact quote here. Is he or they with us? That was the quote.
What is that? I mean, it's embarrassing because it's bringing modernity into Star Wars. I don't think that you should do that. So,
they started that at episode 1, but who's counting?
Right, exactly. But yeah, I don't think it was very well done. That's all I'm saying. So continue, Alan.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
So they follow the Tracker. Tracker's looking for Kalnaka. May and Keemer, I think that's how you pronounce it. They go in it as well. With May, she decides that, you know what? My sister's out there. I need to be with her. I'm going to follow her and not my master. And then she traps Keemer in a bear trap kind of thing. And then goes off to find Kalnaka and surrender herself. Meanwhile, the Jedi, they're looking for Kalnaka too. They approach his home and realize that May is in here. And let me quote you this one as well.
Sure.
So the Jedi are surrounding Kalnaka's home. May is in there, and one Jedi, as the police says, in the name of the Galactic Republic and the Order of the Jedi, anyone inside the domicile should come out with their hands where we can see them.
Yeah, it's like the LAPD. That's like cops. It's
leave the domicile and put your hands where we can see them.
They've turned the Jedi from these mysterious, force for good in the galaxy to a-hole cops and child protective services. It's so dumb.
Yord throughout this entire episode is a massive dick.
He is a total dick. But yeah. And then it ends with smile. We don't know who the dark figure is, the character's name even, right?
Yeah. I have an idea, and I don't think it's what you're thinking it is.
Well, okay, let's get we're doing spoilers.
Yeah,
okay.
No one cares. I mean,
I don't think will care
Tanaka's dead. Let's put it that
Spoilers
way.
at this point. No one cares. With
Yeah.
this show, people are so checked out that they don't care about spoilers. So here we go.
Yeah.
Smilo Ren shows up at the end. The Jedi brandish their laser swords, and I couldn't believe how many yellow ones there are.
Yeah.
I affiliate Star Wars with blue, green, and red. Red, you're a Sith, and blue and red. Okay, we give Mace Windu a purple one. That's cool. That was at Sam Jackson's request. That worked. The yellow swords don't work for me. They look lame.
I know.
Sorry.
I mean, if it were the Asian Jedis who had them, I'd be all for it, but it wasn't.
Now that makes sense. Asian Jedi, they've got yellow. And then, of course, just associate the color with every whatever.
I mean, we might as well. We've come this far.
Yeah. It's so dumb and on the nose that, the dumbest thing you can think of, that's what it will be. So Smilo Ren does one big push and knocks over all the Jedi. Like they just fall over with a force push. And then cut to black, and that's it. Now, the dark figure, this Sith Lord, Dark Lord, who is the teaching May. We don't know who it is. May doesn't know who it is.
Yeah, and also at the very last moment, it's the revelation of the red lightsaber.
The red lightsaber. Okay. The theory that I've heard from people is that it's Kimmer, played by Manny Jacinto, that's spelled M-I-R, the sort of guy that's tagged along with May. People are saying he's the dark figure. That would be terrible. People are saying, well, you don't see him on screen at the same time, and he's leading her around, and then he puts the dark. No, that would be. You know why it's not? It wouldn't be dramatic. If
you're expecting this to be dramatic,
right? I'm saying
that's exactly why I think it is him, because Leslie Edlund wrote this, and that it has to be him.
It's terrible.
It is terrible, but
terrible, Alan.
But this is the quality of the writing we've been getting.
Right.
It's gonna be him, and no one's gonna be surprised, and we're gonna say, "Yep, that's something a hack writer would have done."
In order for it to have any kind of emotional weight, it must. Go ahead. It must be one of the mothers. If one of the mothers is this dark, guiding, using dark magic, whatever you want to call it, witches, whatever. And I think if you look at this dark figure, it looks a little, I'm sorry, feminine. It's not Darth Vader imposing, tall and wide frame.
Again, you've used the words dramatic, and now you've used the phrase emotional weight to this show.
Now that you say it out loud.
So you're saying it has to be one of the mothers. Why? Because it would be dramatic and lend emotional weight. And you feel like that's what the writers have brought to this show to make that a possibility.
Now that I say it out loud, your mocking or I earned that mocking. I earned it. I can't deny it. Yeah, I say it out loud. It sounds stupid, but I'm going with, okay. Well, the writing is so bad, it's level of fanfic. So what would happen in fanfic? It's one of the mothers. It's not Keemer or Cumer or Q-Imer. It's not.
Okay. Look. Again, now you're assuming the writer is a fan of Star Wars.
Let me share screen here. I have to show this. Here's the cast of the Acolyte. Here we go. I'll zoom in more here. This is Keimer right here. Manny Jacinto. Okay. It's not Vanestra Rowe, but Rebecca Henderson. It's not Yord, right? It's not this guy.
Right.
humor.
He's definitely the only person not in the cast that is, or the only person in the cast currently in the episode that is not there at this scene.
It
And I also
is
say that Smile Ren is sort of built like him, but sort of built like the mothers too. So I'll grant you that.
slight, but look, the mothers, it's a Mother Coral or Mother
Mhm.
Anastasia. It's
Yes.
one of these two. It's not humor or whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Um I want to hear what other people think. Post in the chat and we'll go to your comments momentarily. I have something else to talk about. We're going to have a funeral. It's happening. It is happening. Okay? And the memes are on point and the memes are already happening. Check this out. From MK Solid 82, who I follow. This.
Oh, I love my
Oh my
eyeline.
god.
My eyeline is perfect, by the way. Where'd you go?
My
All right.
hair looks good, man.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, July 17th, an all-day event. We're doing a Star Wars funeral for a franchise. We're working on a trailer right now. So we'll debut the trailer on this channel soon, but put it on your calendar. It's coming out. The memes have been on point. Alan, episode 4. I
This
feel like I've invested this far, half the series. We're taking it to the end. Other people I know have just said, I'm not covering it anymore. I'm not covering it. Paulie Latino Slant made an announcement. I'm not covering it. Our friend, well, Paulie's also our friend. They're all our friends. Dante James from Verbal Riot, I'm not covering it anymore. Oh, we're going there. All the way to the end, all the way to the funeral. We will be covering it every
but at
week.
the same time, you get it. I mean, look at this episode. Look at episode 4. It's such a letdown to episode 3. It's just kind of like, okay, we're just gonna continue on, and all he did was traverse through the forest. Osha realizes that, hey, she hasn't really lost her force powers. In fact, her force powers caused the death of an animal, of a cute, innocent animal that was going to eat everybody. And so they're just things. It's all this episode did was say, hey, to May, I want to give up and turn myself in. For Osha, it's hey, I want to get back with my sister. Here's the ominous line that I don't think anyone picked up, but when Saul is talking to Osha, he basically says, you are not defined by what you are. No, this was someone else. Okay, it was okay. Here we go. When Osha is going to rejoin the group, Saul tells her, you're going to face your past. That's why she's going. And then he says, when we get back to the ship, I'll explain everything. So there we go.
Yeah.
I think episode 5 is our second flashback episode. Or sorry, episode 6 is our second flashback episode.
This episode was kind of in between a video game level, meaning you defeated the boss and you're going to whatever the next level is.
You got through the forest. You got through the forest. You got through these traps. Now this is the cutscene.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Well, the chat is on fire. Final thoughts on episode 4 until we go to the chat.
Yeah, I think episode illumines the horrible writing that is the Acolyte. Dialogue is just cringeworthy. That whole thing in the forest where Osha touches one of the creatures and it comes alive and they kill it. It just felt like that was the PETA moment of the series. I brought this creature to life. I disturbed this creature, and now it's dead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The feeling I got with Leslie Headland and everyone involved in the creative aspect of this was that none of the writers of this show has some kind of moral center,
Right.
some kind of values that they uphold and kind of want to illumine those values. It just feels like it's just looking. I don't know. I just can't pinpoint why this show exists and where we're going and why we need to go there. And it just seems very random at times. And compared to Lord of the Rings, where there's a theme, there's a single theme that kind of runs throughout the whole movie, and you have tangential points to play off of, but it always goes back to that big theme of power and what happens when you hold ultimate power, and not who holds it.
Well, I'm going to stick. Look, I'm a fan of Star Wars. Old Star Wars, I love it. Still do. I've got the 4K Blu-rays of the despecialized editions. Thank you for that. But I'm in it to the end. I want to see like passing by a car accident. I need to see. Okay.
You're kind of hoping that when the body there is with the white sheet over it, that at the last moment the sheet will fly up and you'll see the remains of that body.
It's alive. It's alive.